Hello again, my name's Gabe Zolna. Caught a little bit of the news this morning. And Catherine Heritage, who is one of the talking heads, she represents the Pentagon. And she spoke about the GOP documents that are going to be released on Benghazi. And according to what she had said, there's a number of interesting new revelations that appeared. And one of the most interesting is the direct tie back to the White House as to what took place that evening. And then you've got Ben Rhodes, who created the talking points about the video. Now, what's interesting is that this went on for 9 days after the event. And during those 9 days, a lot of events took place. You had Ben Rhodes' talking points being aired for 5 days by Susan Rice. You had Ben Rhodes' talking points being splashed pretty much all around the world by Barack Hussein Obama at the United Nations. You had Ben Rhodes' talking points being spewed by Hillary. Hillary lied to the American people with Barack Hussein Obama standing right beside her in the Rose Garden when she said it was the video that created the chaos, the mayhem, the murders. You had the bodies returned 4 days later at Dover Air Base. Ambassador Chris Stevens' family was there. Sean Smith's mother was there. Tyrone Woods' parents were there. Glenn Doherty's parents were there. And you had Hillary go over and hug the mother of Sean Smith and tell the mother of Sean Smith that she's going to punish the filmmaker. When we had Hillary under investigation, answering questions at the hearing conducted by Trey Gowdy, Jim Jordan, towards the end of that hearing, said, "You knew the video had nothing to do with it. The day after the event, you were in communication with the Prime Minister of Egypt, and you told him you knew the video had nothing to do with it." Now, what he should have done is stayed on it, but he didn't. They just went on to another topic. There's no doubt that they knew the truth. There's no doubt that Ben Rhodes needs to be put under oath. But would that matter? Would any of it matter? I mean, there was talk that I saw, I guess on the 27th of June, that there's consideration that they might want to have the chosen one testify. Well, that won't happen. So why would there be talk having him testify when that won't happen? Then you've got Hillary being the Democratic nominee. And you have to ask yourself a question: what's wrong with this country to even consider someone like Hillary? The State Department was asked to highlight some of Hillary's accomplishments. They couldn't come up with any. And then you've got Barack Hussein Obama saying what a wonderful job she did. Well, she actually did what Hillary and Huma did. They traveled around the Middle East setting it on fire. What Hillary and Huma did, they were able to destabilize Egypt. So their president, Mubarak, who was there for over 30 years, was dethroned. And they're able to put in Mohammed Morsi, who just happens to have been close friends of the Clintons back in the 80s when the Morsis lived in the United States. Where's Mohammed Morsi now? He's on death row. When they saw they were losing control of Egypt, they meaning the chosen one, and Hillary, they decided to destabilize the country of Libya, which they did. Libya is now an IS stronghold. You just have to follow the pieces of the puzzle. And you've heard me say this before. When you follow the pieces of the puzzle, it paints a frightening picture. The question that has to be asked with the GOP releasing the Benghazi Report, in the words of the Democratic presidential nominee, at this point, what difference does it make? That's frightening, is it not? At this point, what difference does it make? People have to know the truth. High-ranking people have to know the truth, yet they don't care. That's what's really frightening. I don't know, folks. I don't see how this report being released is going to change anything. You know, I caught a little bit of the news, as I said at the beginning of this video, and they have a book being released. A book written by the Secret Service man that was very close in being responsible for the lives of both Hillary and Bill in the White House. Do you hear the mainstream media talking about that book? Which is being released today. Today meaning the 28th of June 2016. It's on the national best-selling list from Amazon. A Crisis of Character. You think that'll make any difference? I don't. I hope I'm wrong. I hope people wake up and realize that Hillary could prove to be worse than what we now have. Just look at what Barack Hussein Obama has done to this country. And again, I don't think he's finished. Do you?